before I had kids, I was always just the cool aunt. So having to be in the mother role, that was totally different. And I used to tell him that all the time, like, I'm not trying to be your mom, I'm really not. Like, it was a whole transition. I was just buying for myself. Now I gotta buy for you, and then I gotta buy for 2 kids. Like, oh my God. So we kind of, I guess we grew up together. So my nephew is my brother's son, and him and his ex-girlfriend, they just got on drugs. Just one day, just were gone. They left them at an apartment. My sister went to get them, but my sister had a really small apartment at the time, and she had my other nephew. And so she asked me if I would take Anthony. So I was like, okay. And I didn't have any kids. So, you know, at that time I was like, sure, you know, not a big deal. And so I took him, and I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. My brother was in and out. I mean, a couple months later I found out I was pregnant. So then we moved, but my brother did eventually get cleaned when my nephew was, I want to say his junior year of high school, but I told him that he's with me. So I told him, like, I was gonna just keep him till he graduated, which I did, thank God. Anthony's personality is, he's actually a really cool kid. Super helpful. He's super sweet, funny, relaxed, kind of just nonchalant kind of kid. Getting him out of the situation that we did, he didn't want to mess up where he would have to be pushed away. Before I got him, he was with my sister for, I want to say, for about a good 2 months. And so I think when my sister couldn't handle him, I think it was kind of like a, who am I going to next? You know, who's gonna take me next? It was really a struggle, like, mentally. After I had the kids, I didn't work for about a year because they were like, they got RSV and a lot of different stuff. So I was like, when I get a job, then it was, oh, I can't go because I'm in the hospital and then they're sick. So then when COVID happened, like right after I got a job, you know, it was really stressful. And my nephew just, he struggled in school. He wasn't really listening, you know, teenage years. So I did struggle, especially right when COVID, like in the middle of COVID, when they got out, when they weren't in school anymore. I was like, can I take him? You know, money-wise, just mentally wise, taking care of 2 kids, and then seeing, you know, having him home 24/7, trying to help him in school, wake him up, do this, you know. I had to grow up. You know, I had more kids, you know, I went from 0 to 3, you know, in a year. So we grew up, you know, he's seen a lot of my struggles, you know, but he was there, you know. Even though I'm crying, we're both not really emotional people. So when we would get emotional, it would be like, you're emotional, I'm emotional, okay, like, are you okay? We're okay. So then we just, like, okay, I'm gonna go to my room now kind of thing. But yeah, we grew up together. I set a lot of ground rules when he came to live with me, because before he came with me, you know, he was free to do whatever he wanted. He didn't have to go to school. He could lay in bed all day. And I'm like, no, you have chores, you have this, you have that. But then right when COVID, it was just like everything I did told him to do was just like over his head. I was on Facebook one day and someone just said that, hey, you know, so-and-so works at, you know, Hope Sparks, and they're open for people that they can help people. So I was like, okay, let me reach out to them. And so I reached out and I got a hold of Ash Martinez. And she got back to me within like 24 hours. We talked. She just asked me different questions, you know, obviously COVID-related questions, family-related questions. And then I told her I had my nephew, and I had him for a couple of years. So she told me that I would probably be a candidate for relatives raising children. So I was like, sure, no idea, never heard of Hope Sparks before. So I was like, okay, let me just get into it. She introduced me to Patty. She introduced me to a couple people that could help with rent and utilities assistance. Hope's Closet was with Patty. That helped me a lot. I was able to get diapers and stuff like that, clothes and stuff for my nephew. Christmas help, school supply help. So I didn't have furniture and stuff like that. So she got me hooked up with Northwest Furniture Bank. So I was able to get stuff for my nephews. Any type of help really I needed, I just had to reach out to them and they were able to help me. All these programs that they put me to was like super fast. Like with Patty, with the Hope's Closet, you know, they're always there. They were there to help me. Until Ash really got me into Hope Sparks, really that was it, being able to vent to her and having her give me different resources, not even in Hope Sparks resources, but outside resources to help me take care of him and my kids. Hope Sparks was a lot. Honestly, if it wasn't for their help and venting to her at that time, I probably would have did what my sisters did and just said, you gotta go live with someone else now, you know what I'm saying? But I toughed it out. Probably when he got back into school after COVID, he really opened up into this like funny kid, you know, laughing, you know, having friends, actually doing stuff, you know, getting a job. I think really getting a job, having his own money. He really appreciated what he had. I can say that. So he moved out. He got a new job working at, you know, CarMax, making good money. He comes to church on Sunday, so I see him then. If he does need something, he does call. Like, oh, Michelle, you know, how do I do this? You know, can you do this for me? So he does, you know, when he needs something. But yeah, he's just kind of living his life. I mean, I check up on him too. I'm like, are you okay? Is everything going all right? You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. I don't think that'll ever change, but I'm back to being the aunt. So it kind of feels good, you know, not having to be that mother role. These guys here, they help, they go above to help you to make sure you get the help that you need. So yeah, it's amazing.